things that would be available during your free time. And then on Tuesday, this is important because during the whole program we leave with or without you. But if we leave,
you look great. You know what it does for you? It's very youthful. Your curly hair is very youthful.
There it is.
Oh, it'll be different. Whatever way. Okay.
There we go. Tony, that's not the name. The name is Donato. There's the girl looking for legal advice.
Looking for what?
Legal advice.
Legal advice? I don't need legal advice. I come from a family of lawyers, believe me. That's the last thing I need is legal.
Only one per couple?
I know.
Is it only one per couple?
We have a Baroque church here of the 18th sycamore trees, and since the Middle Ages there were many markets because there was a wall here in the 13th century. You don't need to do all this work. Just come here, this 100 meters, see the green cross, and this is very commercial. It will be all full with all shops that open around 10:30, and you will be back in the gate. The food market of St. Joseph is one of the oldest in Barcelona. Outside the main promenade, the Rambla, used to be convents. And here there used to be the convent of St. Joseph until the 1860s. 1860s they knock it down and then they built this market. That part is made in iron, part in stone. It has a beautiful entry with stained glass, broken tiles. And then normally they are rented by meters. They pay to the city council. The closing day is on Sundays. Yesterday was closed, and today they start for the whole week. Then they start to select the fruits, garlic, pepper, then there is meat, there is fish, and it will be open all day until 8. The old part of the city. Anyway, one of the good places, you can see there are many bakeries. The bread is very good and very fresh because they have just to cross the street. This is a very good one. There was one at the entrance that somebody had in a list, Pinocchio, but that is very small. And this one, Universal, they are called the Dalton brothers because there are 4 brothers. They have very good food. Seafood, you know, they have these small tables, and then they open, well, they are open already, you know. Yeah. The garden angel.
The arch approaching the tower there.
The arch that you could see next to the towers, that was the aqueduct that was bringing the waters down from the mountains to the medieval city.
That was the question.
Yeah. They were still remain, you know, every 20. Vale, ya te lo sabía, ya me acordaré.
What will happen when the police policía? What's going to happen with the policía?
Just here, you know.
What?
Yeah. Then, because this is the choir for the VIPs. Now everything is going to be closed. There is a very big screen, and all the police from Catalonia. Some are colonels, generals, you know.
Is it a special service for them?
Yeah, it's the special service once in a year. They have here the special service of the patron saint, the guardian angel. And then this is the cathedral that was built in the 15th century. But there are like 30 different chapels, you see. And every chapel in the medieval times, there was a guild that was making the celebration. Then this cathedral was built with the help of the medieval guilds, with the corporations. And that is why you can see in this coat of arms that you can see around the cloister, the Catalan flag. You can see the Catalan flag also on the walls. Those are tombstones of the kings of Catalonia. And then in front we have the two main advocations of the cathedral, the Holy Cross and the relics of Santa Eulalia underneath. Santa Eulalia is the patron saint of Barcelona. She was 13 years old when she was suffering martyrdom under the Romans. And as we will cross the cloister, you will see there are 13 geese in the memory of the 13 years of Santa Eulalia. The white of the geese represents the purity of the saint, and they are like protectors also of the community. Also here there was a very important congress. You can see now today is like a congress of the police, but in 1518 there was the congress of the local and the nearby kings coming from France, the different kingdoms of Spain, and they were celebrating the congress of the Golden Fleece. The Golden Fleece is that symbol that is over there, a necklace with a lamb, still is working, and the King of Spain, Juan Carlos, he's a member of the Golden Fleece. Also here, there were all the important people 10 years ago when there was one of the royal weddings. The Infanta Maria Cristina, one of the daughters of the king that lives in Barcelona, she was married here. And outside, there was the red carpet, many flowers, and 12,000 policemen. Because, the daughter of the king. And the kings, they live in Madrid. And then all around, you can see the three naves, the very big pillars looking like palm trees, and the three levels of stained glasses. The stained glasses, traditionally, they have the cross of St. George and the Catalan flag. Because all the medieval guilds that were assembled now later on in the city council, but before in the cloister, they were helping, the carvers of stones, the estibadors, and they are represented in these misericordias, in these under seats that you can see here on the right and on the left hand side. Then, if you want to take some pictures, and now we will continue because they told us to be careful with the police.
Really?
No, they are going to close. Now nobody will be coming here, until they finish. It was started in 1298, and it was finished in the 1900s. That part, if you turn around, you can see the scaffoldings. It looks like the rest, because very long time. But the rest, this 15th century, is very sturdy, very compact, very solid, because the masons and the builders of the Middle Ages, they were very, very good. But they were not using the iron. Okay. Then let's walk to the cloister, and in the cloister you can also take pictures. They stay from 717 to 1492 in the south of Spain. But here, very little. It's a good view of the geese from here and the rest of the garden. You see the towers, the gardens, the gargoyles. You see, if you come a little bit to this side, you can get a good view of walking to the other side of the walls, where the coach will be waiting for us and driving together to Montjuic. The 13 geese represent the 13 years of Santa Eulalia. Santa Eulalia is the patron saint, like the angel is the patron saint of the police. Santa Eulalia is the patron saint of the cathedral. And the white represents the purity of the martyr. And the relics are underneath the main altar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you go down.
yeah, those steps. Yeah, that are disclosed. No. It's symbolically, we see the relics, at least us. Just a short time, the brother of Napoleon was king of Spain, but the Spaniards didn't like very much.
The old
No movement out there.
Maritime Museum, if you like the sea life and the navigation and, the shipyards, the setting, it's very nice.